of Perez, he takes off and he moves into second easily, and now another runner in scoring position for the Mohawks.
That shadow starting to creep in. Now only left field is covered in the sun. A little bit of center as well. But the entire infield is in the shade, so the ball's...
You've done that a couple times.
I have. I don't know why.
You know, Joey Trombley, he was with us earlier. He recommitted to UCF.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Ready to come in game one if Veronese couldn't get the job done. He's also ready to come in game two if Falaise couldn't get the job done. So he presumably is going to go today. And, yeah, it's the second run of the day. But I'll tell you, Welcome back, Andy Kai on to pitch. The final line for Tristan Hunter. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Andy Kai is going to pitch here. He's one of the slow ball pitchers that'll fool you, but he can also speed you up with his 83-mile-per-hour fastball.
Seems like every game Andy Kai's able to rack up some absurd strikeout where it's a player swinging out of his shoes on one of his insane breaking balls. But let's take a deeper look at Andy Kai, that guy so far this season. He's got a 4.26 ERA in his 12.2 innings pitched. He's surrendered 6 earned runs on 15 hits, 7 walks, 15 strikeouts, and a 278 batting average against. So he's hittable, but he does a really good job of keeping guys off balance, and that's why he's been able to rack up that strikeout number as well.
The thing with slow ball pitchers, as Ian Olschlager comes to bat here, the thing with slow ball pitchers is when they do get hit, it's usually not as hard, and that's where you can trust your defense. So if the velo off the pitch is down, the exit velo is going to be down as well, and that's where you get that weak contact. And on top of that, Andy Kai can go from 67 miles per hour off speed out of nowhere all the way up to 80 in the blink of an eye, and that's what makes him so dangerous. And then if you do end up making contact, you know, you obviously have a chance to hit it out, but on top of that, a lot of times the ball just stays up or it's weak contact.
Yeah, when you go 70-mile-per-hour breaking ball, 70-mile-per-hour breaking ball, and then throw a fastball that's only 83, it looks a lot faster than 83. It looks
really
more
does.
like high 80s when you're seeing that slow pitch over and over again. So he does such a good job of mixing guys up and keeping guys off balance, and very, very challenging. Yeah, we got the beer bats tonight at the park. Nick just points out.
Those are awesome. No, I am unfortunately 19 years old.
They could fill it with like Mountain Dew.
I'd be perfectly happy with that. But those do look awesome, I will tell you. I always tell Brian to get on the gimmicks, and he does. I mean, he's been on it way before me being here, but I encourage it more and more, and there's one of them. And, you know, the Brewers and all these MLB teams do the beer bats, and he's like, we got to get that too. And this was years ago, so he's already ahead of me.
Yeah, Matt is responsible for the gimmicks.
No, I'm not. I just keep telling him, great job, keep it up, and get even more while you can. Keep evolving. The 2-2 is fouled back. That one said it was at 53 miles per hour. I beg to differ. Maybe the exit velo on the bat.
When people ask me, like, you know, what's the job like? Do you like working with the Mohawks? I say it's unlike any other baseball experience I've ever had. It's just everything's so much fun, and it feels kind of like what you see on TV with the Savannah Bananas.
Yes.
I mean, you know, it's not, you don't have the different baseball rules, but with all the stuff they do in between innings and how involved the fans get, it really does seem
2-2
like
is
that.
swung on and missed. Strike 3 at 72 miles per hour, dipping in the dirt. And that is what you get with Andy Kai.
Send him fishing, Andy Kai, as he just puts that one down way below the zone and gets Oschlager to chase for out number 1.
Well, it's telling me the spin rate. I don't know if what's even considered good, but I'll tell you, it was 2,661 RPMs. I don't know what a fastball is supposed to be like, so if you want to search that up for me. I assume that is a disgusting number for a breaking ball. I don't even know how it's even able to pick it up from here, but whatever. That pitch is at 68 and outside.
What did you say it was?
2,661, I think, or 63.
Well, the average MLB spin rate on a breaking ball is between 2,500 and 2,600.
So he's pretty close for an MLB.
Yeah, just you want to have high spin rate, right?
Yes, yes.
Elite exceed 3,000. So
Yeah, you want to have high spin rate.
he's below average for an MLB breaking ball. That one hit him.
Is inside 80 miles per hour, and the spin rate on that was 1,600, if you care. What's the fastball? I'm curious for MLB.
I'm looking that up right
Here's
now.
Sean Stoney. That was Justin Hurd, by the way. Now it's Sean Stoney. He grounded out to Jaden Harrell in the
Average
second inning.
fastball spin rate is 2,300.
Wow. That's ridiculous. That just tells you how talented these players are. Do I buy a 50-50 for once?
We should one of these games.
We should. We'll do it before the game. $5 for 10 tickets. It's a pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah.
That one is slashed in the air to center field. Filippi going back on it. He has room. He makes the catch for the second out.
And you know they get a lot of people buy tickets. I remember during high school, I would when I was doing PA for the basketball team, at halftime I would sell 50-50 raffle tickets, and I remember by the end of halftime we'd maybe have $40, and the person that won would typically just say, "You can keep the 20 that I'm gonna get as just like a donation," because it was for our junior senior prom, and but here you can win a couple $100 on the right night.
Runner at first with two outs. That one floats outside.
Back to the top of the order with Ethan Place, who doubled in his first at bat and then walked.
25 on that. 25,000 on that spin rate right there. So he's getting up there. Ethan Pues, as you said, 1 for 1 today with a double. Came around to score twice. And
Bellinger homered in his red. Oh, well, I guess it's in New York, but against the Cubs.
Yeah, not sure if the spin rate's actually accurate, but it's still cool that it even reads it. The 1-0 is down low.
This seems like a game for the Mohawks. You only got 3 innings. Not only, you were able to get 3 innings out of your starter, Tristan Hunter, and it's going to be a couple guys that are going to need to come in and keep this one close. So, as you only have this game and then 2 more to end out the week. So,
here's the 2-0.
It's kind of a game where you just got to find a way to battle and throw as many guys as possible, whatever it takes to keep that win streak alive.
Nico Rice is on deck. If it gets to him, he's now in left field. It'd be his debut. So Ethan Pues at the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs as Justin Hurd takes his lead. Here's a 3-0. That one catches the zone, now 3-1.
Don't want to put guys in scoring position with 2 outs. Have to keep attacking the zone.
Here's the 3-1. Popped up. Who's going to get it? Perez tracking it, throws his helmet. Touchdown is there too. Look out! Pardon me, it was McKillop at first base, but he made the catch anyways as he tripped over Danny Perez. And that ends the inning in a dangerous fashion.
Well, everybody's okay, so...
Really nice catch by McKillop.
We can't hear who's calling it from down there, but Danny Perez was pretty much camped underneath it, and McKillop, he's looking up at the ball, so he just kind of calls everybody off last second, mine, and Perez is able to get down out of the way, and McKillop's able to squeeze it for out number 3 as the Mohawks avoid near disaster in the top of the 4th.
Well, it's the Grand Slam inning. We haven't had one yet this season, and we haven't really had the bases loaded in the 4th inning anyways, so we'll see if they try it tonight. It's going to be McKillop, Perez, Harriel, and if that's set up correctly, Young would have the chance at the Grand Slam. We'll be back on ABN. Pitched up and in, and then got a breaking ball in the outside corner, so he just was able to pop that one up into center field.
Well, we'll break you in with some more fun questions. We asked you last time you were up here, if a pitcher had to hit, who would you go to? The new question we've been asking is, let's say in yesterday's game you couldn't go back in the 7th and the bullpen's empty. You got a one-run lead. A positional player's got to come in to throw.
Got to go in to throw?
Yep.
Who are you going with?
I know one of the answers that a lot of people have.
Harriel?
No.
I know Harriel could chuck it a little bit.
We know he can chuck it. That was my first guess.
Ariel said himself. When he was up here.
Then
go
somebody
figure.
told us about a diamond in the rough, one of the outfielders.
Oh, Will Cohen.
Yes.
Will Cohen. Guy's got a rocket. And I would have probably said Schwartz if he was still around.
Yeah, he
could
is
really
strong.
throw it, huh?
Yeah, we got some guys with just so much arm talent on the team. And
Cowan would probably be a good one.
I do want to ask you about this because I didn't know it until today when I got to the ballpark, and I did see you say your final goodbye to Alex Jungins. I didn't know he was leaving, I noticed you did say your final goodbye to him. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to say it on the air, but you did ask him, you told him to remember something that you said or something like that before you left. I can't remember exactly what you said, but was it a piece of advice for him or
I don't
just
know.
going forward?
I think I was just messing with him.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought maybe this was a nice little kumbaya moment. Yeah,
Alex
little
was a good
Vin
guy. It's
Diesel,
sad to see him go.
Great guy.
well, I got the question if you guys are ready for it.
All right.
Last catcher to win a batting title.
Buster Posey.
Is that it?
That is it.
Oh.
That was a quick one.
Come on.
That was a quick one.
We need a harder
Can you
one
give
than
me?
that.
I'm gonna grab another one now. Jeez.
Usually I don't answer them right away, but that one was,
That was
like,
good.
Yeah.
That
I
one
was
threw me.
thinking
That one threw me
further
through a
back.
loop. I thought this one would maybe mess you up a little bit. Howard did it a couple times. But yeah, Posey did most
He
recently.
messed me up. I was going for Clayton Kershaw for a question, and then I switched to Justin Verlander, and it happened to be Clayton Kershaw.
Jeez, I don't know what to
I'm
do.
not a huge trivia guy. I'm not great.
Andy Kai still into pitch. Nico Sorais making his debut today as he took over for. Well, that one's lined to John Young Jr. as that's caught for the first out, so first pitch swinging. But he took over for Jaden Ross, and he moved over to left field.
I don't think you'll know this one off the top of your head. Player to win the batting title in their first season with a new team.
Okay, yeah, that one I'm gonna have to.
my gosh.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna have to.
It's
Can I get
recent.
a year?
It's
recent?
past 10 years.
Past 10? Oh, would it be DJ LeMahieu?
No,
I
because
have
was
a
his
gu-
second year at the Yanks.
I have a
okay.
guess, but I'm just gonna have to pop some research
LeMahieu.
real
I
quick.
thought that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That one's tapped back to Andy Kai. He grabs it with ease. He flips to first. McKillop grabs it, and that's the second out.
Let's ask you about Andy Kai. You know,
The glue
he's
guy.
he's a man of few words,
Yeah.
but he's so interesting with that breaking ball that he has, and how he's able to keep guys off balance. What's your perception on him?
Andy is the man. He is a good guy. He's so wholesome, you know. He helps.
I drive him home all the time.
Yeah.
He's so wholesome.
Yeah, he loves being around, hanging around, learning, teach him some stuff. I think he's really happy to be here, and I've never
Yeah, I
played
have
with
the
anyone
answer.
from Taiwan, so
I have
or
the
even
answer.
even overseas, really.
So this is an answer that I probably could have blurted out right away, but I wasn't as confident. So I'm going to keep it to myself as I usually do. But yeah, sorry, Harry, the Buster Posey one, I jumped.
What do
it.
you got, man?
I
Just-
can't say it yet.
No, say
okay,
it. No,
okay.
say it. Let's see if you can do it.
It's Luis Arias.
It is
Oh,
Luis
okay.
Arias.
That would have been a
he's
good
hot.
Popped up to the right side. Cowan is there, and he makes the catch to retire
we
the
go.
side. Well, we don't even get answers from Twitter anyways, so
Well, Veronesi's
gonna
got to leave us.
matter.
Anything you
Another
want to say to the?
Another
You want
half?
another half?
Yeah.
You
Let's
can
do it.
keep rolling.
hey, keep rolling.
This guy-
I got to be in the dugout when we're pitching. Okay. So I can stay up here while we're hitting.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a second on ABN.
All right. Mentality guy, so I think if you can adapt that, Coach Griff calls it the sixth tool, mental toughness. So I'm pretty big on that. I like the, hard-nosed guys who go out there and compete.
Well, Veronese, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for
We're going to let
having
you
me.
go
I had
back
a
to
great
the
time.
dugout.
Anything you want to leave the
I
fans
wish I
with?
could stay.
Any words of wisdom?
No, I don't have that kind of wisdom.
Well, the
thank you,
I
Mohawks-
have a
Mason.
great time up here, and I
The
hope you guys
Mohawks-
enjoy listening.
Anytime, anytime.
The Mohawks tie it on Brad Curtis's first home run of the year. He hit it to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, and we will step aside and go to the next half inning on ABN. Welcome back to ABN. It's going to be John Ramsey set to lead us off. The Mohawks tied on Brad Curtis's first of the season.
Well, I'll tell you,
He might slot in permanently at that DH spot.
he just might. And Veronesi's such a treat to have in the booth. And
Such a good guy.
I was talking to him and Akins before the game, and they go, "Hey,
That's ripped. Nice play by Holcraft to get the first out of the inning.
They're saying, hey, you never pick us for any of these post-game interviews on the field. And I say, hey, the pitchers are the ones that get to come up in the booth, and I think it's so much fun for them, and they're all so knowledgeable about the game that it truly is a treat, and it enhances the broadcast to just have them up here and have just such vast knowledge about the game. And
it's tough to get a pitcher on the interview because the games are usually so high scoring.
And you know, you have so many pitchers going the PGCBL.
You have a guy going 2 innings, they let up 1 run, which is really good, but then you have Bray Touchstone going 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, and it's like, well, you know, our hands are kind of tied here. Now, if Jordan Ake was on the Mohawks and you know, Utica ended up winning that game, he's your player of the game. Or even when Jack Kirshner, he went 4 innings that one time. I got to look back, and Kirshner went 4 innings right there. He allowed 8 hits, but only 2 runs against the Saugerty Stallions. And first of all, we were on the road, but the Mohawks ended up losing that game. And if they ended up winning that game, it probably would have been Jack Kirshner for doing, you know, having such a stellar outing. But not only were we on the road, but they lost the game. So.
Yesterday, game 1, I remember Bray had a monster game, and so did McKillop, and we were like, well, we can't give it to Bray. He just won it last game.
That is going to go just foul. And then also, you could have gave it, you know, to Cole Miller for going.
He was great out of the pen game, too.
You could have gave it to Cole Miller. But we were thinking we were going to give it to Zach Hernandez for going 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 of them earned. But unfortunately, the game got so high scoring that it's like, well, you can't really
kind of forget about that. Yeah. He didn't even get the decision because
he didn't even get the decision.
It ended up being so high scoring, and wins are a dumb stat.
That's what I say it every single day. Wins
and
losses
like to hear who got
stupid.
the win, who got the loss.
They're stupid. Zach Hernandez pitched a stellar game and gets a no decision. Doesn't make sense.
He's shaking his head.
It doesn't make sense. This is why scouts and coaches, they don't look at wins losses. Look at Paul Skeens. What is he, 3-14? He's got like a 2 ERA.
Or how about Jacob deGrom back in the day?
Oh, don't even.
Mets.
He would actually get us wins by hitting the ball himself. There's a strikeout right there from Andy Kai, throwing the heat right by Brandon Hawk.
And, you know, I think the next step is, well, not mic'd up in an interview sense, because I hate those mic'd up interviews that the MLB Network does. But I would just love to have
ESPN.
A guy like Jack, ESPN, I'd love to have.
If we could mic up Jack Kirshner.
Get just mic'd up, and we just get the audio for the next game.
We just get the audio for the game.
And we just play it.
Yeah.
We might have to bleep a couple things out, but
that's okay.
It would definitely be some good commentary.
You know, I'd want to get Kirshner. I kind of want to get Holcraft at shortstop. I want to hear what he's saying as he's fielding the ball. Probably like, come on,
there's one guy that I think could definitely handle an on-the-field interview. It'd be Holcraft. I think Holcraft could be like going into the whole still answering a question and flipping one to first.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just so like, when he's out there, it literally seems like he's talking. Like we saw him yesterday. We were talking about yesterday in right field. It's mid-game and he's waving to the fans on the sky deck. It's just, I'm having fun out there. What do you want me to do? Just ignore him?
I love that. You got to have fun. I think Jaden could also
Jaden's just
one.
so calm and collected out there.
Absolutely. That pitch catches the corner for a strike. Andy Kai working with such ease. And, you know, this is a tough team to pitch against. He's pitched against them many times this season. A couple of times he's let up a couple of runs. But right now he looks so calm out there, and he's working wonders. Here's the 2-1.
In his groove. And when he's pounding the zone like he is tonight,
that one just missed. Look at John Young Jr., he wants to know where that one missed, and quite frankly, I think the entire infield is questioning the same thing.
I'm still in awe over, you know, I mean, I grew up, Brad was the year above me. We were in the same grade, but in terms of playing level, he was the year above me. And I remember watching him at all his games and him hitting home runs all the way through Little League and then in high school. And that guy's a beast. But, you know, he was always known more for his pitching in high school, and that's what he committed to Siena for, you know, that's what he's listed as, but he's going to try and two-way there, and just insane pop, and he's such a strong guy. When you get up close to him, he's such a strong guy.
Yes, he is. As Justin Hurd comes to bat here with an Olschlager walk, and, well, you know, what this generation has became, and while, you know, back in the day, you couldn't even think about being a two-way, and sometimes you were just forced into it with, you know, if you go to the National League. But these colleges are a little bit more accepting nowadays to giving players the chance to prove themselves as a two-way. But unfortunately for some of those players, very quickly they get shut down and told it's going to be one way or the other, and that's just how baseball is nowadays. But if you're lucky and you go to, either you have that talent or you go to maybe a smaller school, you get those opportunities. I know Dylan Banner, Luke Filippi's teammate, he went to Albany because they told him he was going to be a two-way player, but unfortunately he had some injuries and stuff, and now he's just a pitcher, and he's pitching phenomenally. He's a former Amsterdam Mohawk as well. But, yeah, we're seeing it more and more where teams are more accepting of the two-way, but they're quick to shut it down.
Manny Santos went to URI as a two-way, and he was saying he's mainly just a pitcher now. He sees a couple at bats indoors here or there, but
he told us they shut his dreams down very quickly.
Yeah, it's very hard at just such a high level to continue doing both, and you see how much effort these guys have to put in on one side. Imagine doing that times two.
Well, the scoreboard is glitching right now. I think the count's at 2-1, or at least 1-1. Nick, I think, has it right. I'm going to trust Nick on this. He was watching the scoreboard, too, and we were trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, the camera's doing that flashing thing again. Runner goes, pitch is a called strike. The throw to second goes into the outfield, but it's picked up nicely by Filippi. Now 2-2.
Really good jump over at first there. It was a good throw by Perez, but just not in time as Oschlager was there in an instant. That is Oschlager, right? Correct on that.
That is Oschlager.
Oschlager,
he walked.
Him and Curtis both hit walk-offs against me at CBS.
Oh, boy.
Oschlager's was in the playoffs, too. He was crushing.
Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs with number 2 on the mound. Kai kicks and fires, and that one just misses outside.
Really good breaking ball. I do think that one might have finished a little bit outside. It's an excellent take by Justin Hurd, but a really good pitch by Andy Kai.
Yeah, he put his hands up, and Danny Perez kind of held the ball a second longer. That camera keeps flashing. We're going to work on that. Oh, boy. 3-2. Fouled into the mitt, and it squirts out under Perez.
Wonder if Andy Kai's going to stick with the breaking ball here and just try and fool her in the box, or if he goes maybe a fastball high and in and tries to catch him late on it. He's been moving so far in this outing. Looking to get the Mohawks back up so they can grab the lead.
A 3-2 payoff pitch from Andy Kai to Justin Hurd with a runner on second. He struck him out! Big-time strikeout from Andy Kai, and he's fired up!
Great pitch by Andy Kai there. He goes up and in and just totally gets Hurd with a big swing and a miss. And it seems like the Mohawks have fully grabbed the momentum, even though we're tied. It seems like they're knocking on the door to grab the lead here in the bottom of the sixth.
The glue guy gets the big-time strikeout to Strand Oschlager at second, and we head to the bottom of the sixth on ABN.